He's 2 kills over you, mommy and daddy.
There are so many quips like this one in the game between a bunch of different characters that further the lore and are just absolutely hilarious. Some of them aren't actually active now, and I have a theory that they may become active as we play more quests. So you may have heard some data mined ones, but they're not actually in the game. I did a bunch of testing to find out which ones are, and the results were hilarious. So let's jump into that and we'll explain the lore and backstory between these relationships as we go along. So first up, we have a bunch of quips for Revenant when he is really sassy, when he thanks people. I don't think there's too much lore behind this yet. However, it's kind of just a fun way for Legends to respond, because let's be honest, when somebody says, "I'm not thank you," and someone happily says, "You're welcome," it doesn't make sense. So this just adds some flavor to it. It's so funny.
I'm not thanking you.
If the scary murderbot doesn't want to say thank you, scary murderbot doesn't have to. Please don't kill me.
I'm not thanking you.
Oh, you. I love our banter. He's gonna eat me, isn't he?
Frag out! Frag out! Get away from it, Silva!
I'm not thanking you, demonio.
Didn't your parents teach you any manners? Thank you, Loba.
Ugh.
Thank you, Loba.
Shut up, demon. Your voice is grating. You can die when I'm done with you. Die later. We need firepower now.
You saved me? Careful, girlie. People will talk. Saved by the monster who killed your parents. Isn't this delicious? Isn't this interesting? What if your parents could see this now?
I'm not thanking you, demon.
Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
This way.
Get over
Let's go.
here.
No. Fine. Not likely. The hell with that, and the hell with you.
You brought me back. You'll be spared.
Turn that frown upside down.
I'm not thanking you.
Woo-hoo! Turn that frown upside down.
Don't go thinking I owe you anything.
Ha ha! Coming from you, brother, that's downright polite.
I'm not thanking you.
Nobody asked.
I'm not thanking you.
Yeah, jackass. You made that clear. Thermite grenade here.
Don't go thinking I owe you anything.
Can't believe this guy's making me side with Forge. Arcstar here. Stop them in their tracks.
I'm not thanking you.
I can't believe this guy is actually making me side with Forge.
Don't go thinking I owe you anything.
Careful, Simulacrum. You've touched death so often. It will be a joy to dissect you.
I'm not thanking you.
Very well.
Don't go thinking I owe you anything.
Oh, turn that frown upside down.
Don't go thinking I owe you anything.
I don't care.
I'm not thanking you.
Quiet. I must focus.
Bam to the bam. I'm running
Frag
out of
grenade
ideas.
here.
Let's go this way.
Attention. Loud and clear, hermana.
Care package.
Let's go over here.
Good eye, Silva.
So you're probably wondering about the lore behind these voice lines. I mean, the rivalry between Loba and Revenant is obvious. Those two absolutely hate each other. Revenant killed Loba's parents, so it's understandable, and sort of the main plot piece for the Season 5 quests sort of relates to that in some way, I believe. But there are some other stories that are being developed that we will learn about. For example, Caustic and Watson. Caustic is this evil sociopath, but there is a part of him that has this sort of fatherhood to him, and he wants to be there for Watson, and Watson sort of treats and looks up to Caustic like a father too, after losing her own father, and I think we'll learn more about that. The Quips don't seem to be in the game at the moment. As you can see here, we're trying so many things. I played a whole game, we even won, and we tried to revive each other, do a ton of stuff, and none of the custom Quips that you may have heard about online through data mines are working right now, but I think that will develop as the story develops in Season 5. We also have some relating to Bangalore and Revenant, where Bangalore talks about Forge. Now, Bangalore actually used to be Forge's girlfriend, or okay, maybe Forge lied about that, you know, he made it like he dated Bangalore. Bangalore doesn't like Forge. Bangalore thought Forge was a complete jerk, and so this comment's really funny, like, Bangalore is saying, I can't believe you're making me side with Forge. Like, she hates Revenant that much, she would rather choose Forge's side in a battle. So that's kind of crazy. I think that we'll learn more. There are so many voice lines out there. There's some for Mirage and Pathfinder and tons more. And I think we'll learn more about that as the story develops in Season 5 quests. I don't want to spoil them here, but I'll just say keep an eye out, keep an eye peeled, keep an ear out for any new voice lines as the story develops. There's one more I want to focus on as well. That's the friendship between Octane and Lifeline. They both grew up together on the same planet, and they are sort of like really close friends, and they tease each other, and you know, they care about each other a lot, but they're always joking about each other and teasing each other and getting on each other's nerves. So there are tons and tons of voice lines relating to this actually, and you can listen to them when you play. There's a lot of banter. For example, when Lifeline throws a grenade, she's like, "Get away from it, Silver." Silver is Octavio Silver, Octane's real name, and Octane actually lost his legs when he threw a grenade and had an accident when trying to do a crazy stunt. So yeah, anyway, there's all of that lore stuff on my channel if you want to learn more. I'm definitely going to be doing this more. I'm going to be keeping an eye out, keeping an ear out. So if you hear any cool ones, let me know about it in the comments below. There's also some really interesting lore on the loading screens that I want to read for you. This lore is really important because it paints a backstory for the quests that are going to come out throughout Season 5. I think in a way the protagonist, as strange as it may seem, is Bangalore. Bangalore is IMC, and we know that Revenant doesn't like Hammond Robotics, so truth be told, Revenant doesn't like Bangalore. Hammond Robotics are very, you know, they basically are IMC at this point. They are the kind of remaining part of IMC. So Revenant hates Bangalore, but Bangalore also doesn't like Loba, as we'll read in these loading screens now. So I think the story will be about Bangalore trying to discover the truth. I don't know, there's a lot of theories there. Okay, so this is a 3-part piece, so it starts here. You want my opinion of the FNG, which is talking about Loba, the new character, the new guy. I'm fresh out of those. Got some facts though. What do you think? Just because I've only known her a day that I don't know this girl? Trust me, I have 4 brothers. I know this girl. Slinks in through a crack in the wall, talks their two-faced way in and out of anything. Half of her's always in shadow no matter how well lit the room is. Gee, was that light red, officer? Gosh, the sun was in my eyes. First, she blows Revenant to Kingdom Come, then barks orders at us. I did what I had to do. I detained the target. Even with my peacekeeper at her head, she says she can explain everything. I'm sure she can. Then I got Mirage saying, go easy on her. Men, if only they had half a brain, they'd be considered gifted. The dropships arrive, the Syndicate rep with a platoon of Spectres on one side, Hammond's head legal eagle with our entourage on the other. Bat those lashes at someone who actually cares, cause it ain't those men made of metal, it ain't the mercs whose island you just blew up, and it's sure as Shinola ain't me. Think I'm gonna help you? It'll be a cold day in hell before I ever help a common criminal like you. So Bangalore is retelling the story of when Loba destroyed the King's Canyon, basically. So she is mad. Loba's mad at Loba just strolling in here. She doesn't like her at all. So the next one starts here. Qualified. I debriefed the reps on what went down, but Syndicate Boy says it's not necessary and helps the perp up. Calls her Ms. Andrade, treats her like royalty. He even apologizes. He apologizes to the lunatic who just blew up his island. Corset's, this is really funny. She keeps giving Loba some different nicknames here. Corset's speaking a mix of a few languages to confuse things. I ask Octane to translate what he could. He says she's a jewel thief, an underground celebrity, as she attempts to sweet talk him. She smiles and purrs and touches his arm. The woman from Hammond says Corset's lying. Finally, some much needed estrogen. She asks her assistant for a file and reads from it. Turn out Eyeshadow's family was murdered. She wants revenge. This part is true. You can tell from the fury in her eyes. Eyelashes slams the file shut as Octane translates. She wants to know how Hammond knows this. They speak in whispers while File Girl keeps looking at me and Octane. Hammond's doing their homework. Wonder why. Hammond addresses us legends and announces Loba Andrade as the newest Apex legend. The hell she is, I realize I just said that out loud. All eyes are on me now. We only got time to chamber a single round, Anita. Get it right. Okay, quickly before we read this next one. Essentially, Loba sweet-talked her way into the games. Maybe she whispered into the Hammond rep's ears and told her that she knows about the secret of Revenant. Hammond's trying to clear their name, right? In this current time, they want everybody in the Outlands to believe Hammond did nothing wrong and they're a good company for the greater good. We know that's not true, but the average citizen may not know that. Hammond doesn't want the truth getting out there, so it's a pretty easy way for Loba to sweet-talk her way into the games. This is the final one. I respect authority, but I'll be damned if this laced-up pair of thigh-highs is rewarded for an act of terrorism. It took our blood, sweat and tears to get here. She commits crimes, bats her baby browns, and now she's in the games. I expected this from Syndicate Boy and both of his heads, but woman to woman I expected more from Hammond. Loba's smirking, and I want to slap it off her face so hard her teeth will land on Talos. Hammond explains Miss Andrade has a loyal cult following and watching her exact revenge is ratings gold. If I have a problem with Loba, I'm free to express that during our matches, as violently as I want. I can feel the rage rushing to my face as Loba and her grin approach. She says we got off on the wrong foot. May the best woman win. She holds out her well-manicured hand, and if she thinks I'm touching that thing, she's crazier than I thought. I walk away past Octane, who's been cornered by File Girl. He's saying something about being thirsty, but I don't pay attention until File Girl pulls Loba aside, says her name's Yoko. Her boss knows what Loba's really after, and they can make a deal. That's when I realize the battle may be over, but the war has just begun. This is my house, my rules, and my new mission is clear. Send Loba Andrade back under the rock she crawled out from. So, there we go. Bangalore and Loba have already started their little rivalry, and like I say, there's some data mine quips that I don't want to spoil, but they aren't in the game right now, I don't think. At least they're not working. And I think as the quests evolve, we'll start to hear these. They are very, very funny. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to be doing a weekly episode covering the quests and all new lore stuff, all PvE stuff. It's going to be great. So I'll see you next Tuesday. If not, I'll see you tomorrow for any old video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the love. I'll see you in the comments. Cheerio. Did you know I stream almost every day from 7 PM UK time or 11 AM Pacific Standard Time? You can catch me live right here on YouTube, so make sure you have notifications turned on. I also have a new members program. Become a member for $2.99 a month, get your comments highlighted in videos, get a cool badge in live stream chat, get access to these cute emotes, and also gain access to my members tips videos, where you can ask me for any tips and I'll be making new videos weekly to help you improve your own game. Click the join button or click the link in the video description to get involved.